something new and something smallest in the size technology, which is biotechnology, biochips technology. Let's get some intro with them. Biochip are the collection of matured test sites, which means small particles which are arranged on a solid substrate. There are some small particles which are assembled together, and they create a biochip. Uh, with the help of biochips, there are many tests performed. That is our biological reactions and of our body test, uh, also performed on persons as well as animals. Uh, the surface area of biochips is no longer than our fingernails. We can perform thousands of biological reactions in a few seconds. Uh, with the help of biochips, we can identify gene sequences, airborne toxins, environmental pollutions, etc. Uh, then it is a small history of biochips. Uh, Biochips are developed in 1983, which are basically developed for the monitoring of fisheries, which is used in fish farming. And then after 7 years, the large scale of developing is started in 1999. They starting the major companies are AVID and Provan are identified them and make the biochips. Here is a structure of biochip architecture. Basically, it is divided in three parts. This is a biochip platform which are central local, and to the left there is a handheld analyzer which can be operate biochips by our smartphone, laptop, PC, etc. And to the upper side there is a digital microcontroller where uh, where we can exhaust the processing heat by through the fluid dispenser or flux controller. Then some applications are here. Uh, with the help of biochips, tracing of persons or animals anywhere in the world is possible. Biochips can store and update financially, demographically data, or basically everything about a person or an animal. Biochips leads a secure e-commerce system. Nowadays, e-commerce is the largest industry. So we are also shopping online from Amazon, Flipkart. Biochips are uh, specially used there for tracing our orders or customer summary, etc. Biochips are portions in replacing passports or cash withdrawals or medical records in hospitals, etc. Then I already told you the size of uh, biochips is uncooked rice grain, similar as small as similar to uncooked rice grain size. It ranges from between 2 inches to 12 inches, which are very small. As we know, there is a movie of Akshay Kumar, which he injected inside his arm a biochip. Then his partner tracing him. That is used. Then the biochips are very fast, accurate, and miniaturized, which means small particles. And its advantages upon a conventional analyzer. We can analyze all our data of humans, animals, etc. And thank you. That's it. So, any questions?
Yes, ask questions. If you have any query, then query him. Mazebin?
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Can we measure our fluid level by biochip?
What? I can't hear you. Hello.
Oh,
So
Namdev.
can we able to Yeah, ma'am. Able to clear our blood by
You are not audible properly, Namdev.
Ma'am.
Yes. Namdev.
Namde, you can text me. I'll answer you. So anyone else?
No one is there.
Okay.
Yes. Other ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Nikhil. Omkar. Namdev, ask your question.
tapped in.
I can't hear, ma'am.
Yeah. He is not properly audible. Yes, other one. Any other? Yes. Speak, Namdev.
I think ma'am they have a lot of questions, but he can't audible. Can't.
Yes, he write the question in a chat box.
Okay. Can we measure our blood sugar level by biochips? Yeah, sure. Biochips are largely usable in medical industry. As we know, our heart rate, our blood pressure, our sugar level, these all are can be measured or controlled by biochips. So biochips are used in medical industry as well.
Okay. Yes, any other? Yes, ask the question. If you have any query, ask him. Question him.
No one? Veer, Daulat Rao, Rishikesh, Mehachuddin.
Yes, Anurag.
No.
Which are
No one is
the
there.
Okay,
main
ma'am.
applications where the biochips is used? Which are the main applications where the
Main,
biochip is used?
as
The
I
use of
studied, I
yeah.
think medical sector, there is a lot of applications of biochips. I told him Namdev. Then the animals, uh, we can we something. I think 50% of our population there have pets in there, so we can inject inject biochips on there, and we can easily trace them, their disease, uh, their location when we lost him, and medical industry so that we halt rate, blood pressure, sugar level. That's it, man. These are the medical industry or uh, animals. These are main applications, I think.
Okay. Yes. Any other one? No one is there now? Yes. Omkar.
Madam. Ma'am, my question is on chat box.
There is another question of Namdev. Is biosensors and biochips are same or different?
Biochips or
Biosensors.
biosense.
Both terms are same or different?
Ma'am, biochips or biosense are different, ma'am. Biochips are materialized chips.
Okay.
Biosense are through the radiations or ultra radiations, which are that is X-ray like. These are the biosense, I think. Biochips and biosense are different.
Okay. Yes, Omkar Kasle. Have you any question? Have you any question? ओके ठीक आहे. ओंकार बोल शेट्टी, आर यू रेडी?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. Good one, Anurag.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Now you can stop presenting yourself. Don't leave the meeting.
Okay.
Okay. And invite the Onkar Kasle. Sorry, Onkar Bolshetty.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone,
Onkar
and
is-
good morning. As I am finished my seminar, then I'll introduce you to Omkar Bolshetty to deliver his seminar presentation in front of you. So Omkar Bolshetty, let's go.
Yes, Onkar, what is your topic, seminar topic?
3D internet.
3D
And his
internet.
topic is 3D internet. Okay.
Yes, start Onkar.
Display होते ma'am screen.
हाँ होती है. What is your roll number?
13.
13. And Anurag, what is your?
Yes, ma'am. 25 roll
What is
number.
your? Okay.
25.
Okay. Yes, Onkar, start. Your screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. This is Omkar Bolshetty, and I am going to discuss the technology, which is an enhancement of what we people are using in day-to-day life. That is 3D internet. First of all, what is 3D internet? It is the simple combination of two concepts. First one is internet and second one is 3D graphics. And thus we experience interactive and real-time 3D graphics delivered over the web. म्हणजेच आपण इंटरनेट आणि 3D ग्राफिक्समुळे या दोघांच्या कॉम्बिनेशनमुळे लाईव्ह इंटरॅक्शन एक्सपिरियन्स करू शकतो. वी कॅन से इट इज द सिम्युलेशन ऑफ 2D वेब पेज इन रियल टाइम ग्राफिक्स. मॅम स्क्रीन दिसते?
Yes.
थर्ड स्लाइड.
No, third side. Only 3D is first slide is there. 3D.
एक मिनिट.
What is 3D internet? Yeah. Make it
It is-
slide. Make it slideshow.
थर्ड झाली का मग?
Nahi.
केला स्लाइड शो.
Third one. Yes. Third one is there.
We can say it is a simulation of 2D web page in real-time graphics. Disadvantages of 2D technology: less interactive, more wastage of time, and lack of proper representation. आपण 2D इंटरनेटचा यूज करून वेब मधला आणि आपला इंटरॅक्शन कमी होतं बिकॉज ऑफ स्पीड अँड लेस ग्राफिक्स. टाइम वेळ जास्त लागतो आणि परत रिप्रेझेंटेशन करावं लागतं. ऍडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ 3D ग्राफिक्स. ऍडव्हान्टेजेस दिसतात?
Nahi. You make the slide. You run the slideshow. You're only PPT.
स्लाइड शोच केलाय ना, म्हणजे
The whole screen is visible. Your whole PPT screen is visible. Other slides are also there.
आता
No. Okay. Explain. No problem. Explain. Fourth slide. Advantages of 3D internet. Right. Explain. Explain.
हा decide. But 3D internet gives the participant the control over virtual space. The concept and information is quickly and easily available. Participants have the choice in an interaction. Most importantly, 3D films cannot be pirated, and thus virtual business is highly demanding. Applications of 3D internet. First one is e-commerce, product visualization, 3D virtual shops. For example, in 3D virtual shop, easily find the products and purchase fastly, shopping easily. The second one is training. In web-based training using interactive 3D in armed forces, offending enemies and defending other selves can be more easier, and spotting 3D weapons and of the specific position and well trained to armed force. Second one is game, multiplayer fully 3D, for example PUBG, Free Fire. That is entertainment, streaming 3D animations, much lower window bandwidth than video, can run full screen, can have interactively. ABCD2 हे त्याचं एक्झाम्पल आहे. एंटरटेनमेंट मध्ये 3D इफेक्ट, इंटरनेटचा आणि 3D ग्राफिक्सचा यूज करून बनवलेली मूवी म्हणजेच ABCD2. आणि 3D ॲनिमेशन्स किंवा 3D इंटरनेट यूज करण्यासाठी लो बँडविड्थचा यूज केला जातो. Social interaction, 3D chat, 3D stickers, it will be used. We can chat virtually. Education, virtual field trips, distance education as well as on campus, virtual experiments for physical science, and 3D visualization for various fields. This is an example of education. In medical field, last year internship असते मेडिकल स्टुडंट्सना. त्यांना ऑपरेशन करण्यासाठी काही वेळेस बॉडीज मिळत नाहीत, त्यामुळे आपण इंटरनेट आणि 3D ग्राफिक्सचा यूज करून व्हर्च्युअली त्यांना ऑपरेशन करणे किंवा पूर्ण बॉडी ॲनालिसिस हे 3D इंटरनेटचा यूज करून आपण सांगू शकतो प्रॅक्टिकली. 3D internet, example Google goggles. Anyone putting the Google goggles will be we experience virtual reality is called 3D life. Similar to this, this first smart glass will make teachers and students. This slide is indicate Reliance Jio company first of all introduced in 15 July 2020 Jio Glass. This first smart glasses will make teachers and students comes together in 3D visual room and conduct holographic classic through our Jio mixed reality code in real time with Jio Glass. टीचर आणि स्टुडंट एकत्र येऊन व्हर्च्युअल रूम मध्ये मीटिंग अटेंड करू शकतात किंवा प्रॅक्टिकल परफॉर्म करू शकतात. आपण घरी बसून पण व्हर्च्युअली एक क्लासरूम मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहोत असं होऊ शकतं 3D इंटरनेटचा यूज करून. This Jio Glass is commercially launched in 2021. Conclusion, one we knew that म्हणजे आपण या सर्वांमधून एक शिकू शकतो की इंटरनेटचा आणि 3D ग्राफिक्सचा यूज करून आपण सर्व सिच्युएशन मध्ये आपलं एज्युकेशन राहू किंवा ई कॉमर्स राहू, ट्रेनिंग, या सर्वांमध्ये याचा चांगल्या प्रकारे फायदा करून घेऊ शकतो. आणि हे 3D इंटरनेट म्हणजेच TV, versatile concept of web and relationship between social networking sites. या तिघांचं कॉम्बिनेशन म्हणून इंटरॅक्टिव्ह 3D इंटरनेट तयार झालेला आहे. थँक्यू.
Yes, having any query, then ask. Yes, ask the queries, ask the questions, question him. Yes, no one is there? Do you have any query? Then ask the question, ask this query. There is one question of Namdev, right? One thing. Namdev is asking that what is the idea behind 3D internet?
काय मॅम?
What is the idea behind 3D internet?
व्हर्च्युअली आपण सगळ्यांना एक्सपिरियन्स करू शकतो. क्लासरूम्स, मीटिंग, पाठ आपण मोबाईलवर असं हे करतो, व्हिडिओ कॉल किंवा चॅट करतो, हे 2D मध्ये झालं. 3D इंटरनेटमध्ये आपण व्हर्च्युअली त्या रूम मध्ये प्रेझेंट आहोत असं दाखवता येतं आणि आपल्यालाही साईडला आपल्या सगळे बसलेले आहेत असं दिसून येतं.
Feel it. Okay. Yes, any other one? Okay. There is a one picture, one movie, Hollywood movie, which is based on the virtual reality. What is the name of that movie? 3D internet, like your virtual reality. Does anyone
Iron
know?
Man.
Iron Man. And VR,
Yes.
something VR related movie is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Virtual reality based movie is there.
Huh?
Hollywood movie. What is the name
Guardians of
that
the
movie?
Galaxy. Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. Yes, name starting VR something. अशी एक मूवी आहे वाटतं ना, VR समथिंग काहीतरी आहे अशीच. मी आता 1-2 दिवसापूर्वी पाहिली होती, त्याचं नाव आठवत नाहीये. थांब, क्वेश्चन्स आहेत. There are so many questions are there. Again, Namdev is asking you that is 3D internet is only about the virtual world?
Yes, ma'am.
3D internet is totally about the virtual world.
इन कोविड सिच्युएशन आपण घरी बसून क्लासेस करतोय, तर आपण 3D इंटरनेटचा यूज करून व्हर्च्युअली प्रेझेंट आहोत या पद्धतीने प्रॅक्टिकल परफॉर्म करू शकतो, शिकू शकतो.
Okay, Yogesh Hawarge is having a question. In a country like India, where internet speed and lack of resources to access 3D technology is a huge issue, then how can one still benefit from it? Yogesh question is there. In India, there are a lot of issues regarding the networking, speed of networking, internet. Then how we access this technology or how we use this technology? You all people, you.
मॅम, हे डेव्हलपिंग नेशन आहे आणि हळूहळू होईल.
Yes, I am telling that you all people are the new generation people, and you must develop it. You must involve in it. Technological students are all of you are the technical students. You must contribute it in it, right?
Yes, ma'am. We can do it.
Is a developing nation since 1977, bro, or 47. Okay, Rishikesh Gule. Rishikesh? Okay, let it be. Invent new things. You are all technical students. Invent something new. Yes, any other one? Good one, Omkar.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can stop your presenting. Next one, Aditya. Aditya Jadhav. Are you ready?
Hello, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. What is your topic?
Cluster computing.
Cluster computing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Omkar Bolshetty, invite him.
I invite Aditya Jadhav to deliver the seminar on
Cluster computing.
cluster computing.
Cluster computing.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, Aditya, you are presenter now. Start your seminar. After Aditya, Rutuja, be ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Aditya,
Hello, ma'am.
start. Yeah.
Hello, screen दिसत आहे का?
हो दिसतीये.
Hello, friends.
Start.
My name is Aditya Jadhav. Today, my seminar topic is cluster computing. First of all, what is meant by cluster computing? Cluster computing means a bunch of computers which is work together as like one machine and and working. This is the some brief history about cluster computing. In the first production system designed as a cluster was the B5700 in the mid of 1960s. This allowed up to 4 computers with each other and one or more, 1 or 2 processors to be tightly coupled to a common disk. This is the first. This is the first system which is designed, and its advantage. First advantage is if one computer machine is turn off, then all other are working safely. This is a B5700 computer server. So now we will look about what is the cluster computing. In the cluster computing means we already talking about the cluster means the bunch of anything entities like something. Cluster computing means it is a bunch of computers, which refers to big projects about to based upon big data's etc. It is connected with nodes and switches using LAN network, MAN network, or WAN network. This is the some architecture. This is the architecture of cluster computing. There are several machines which is connected with the switches, and then it will connected with a server more than one. So the types of cluster computing. First, cluster load balancing, high availability clusters and high performance clusters. These three are these are the types of clusters. Cluster load balancing is the first basic balancing type, and now it's high performance clusters. This is the architecture of cluster computing. Now we will discuss about the advantages of the cluster computing. First of all, the advantage of cluster computing is cost efficiency. Because of connectivity, we can given the more work with less cost efficiency. And because of connectivity, also it is this processing speed great and fast, and extend the resource availability. Then some brief about advantages like processing speed, extended resource availability, expandability, flexibility. These are all advantages of cluster computing. Now we will discuss about design and configuration. The design of cluster computing is about like how big the cluster computing is. Means some big, if more than computers system are connected with each other, then the cluster computing design configuration is high and complex. And if it is less, 4 or 5 computers with connected with each other, then it will easy to design and configuration, which is to understand. It is like issues about the design because of cluster computing is very complex. This is some applications about cluster computing that we use presently or futurely or past time. Like a cluster computing can be implemented in weather modeling. Like if in the more weather modeling, the data storage is want big, then that time cluster computing is very useful. Like next stands used in image processing system and electromagnetics too. Uh, where the big data is performing, then that condition cluster computing is useful and important. Then it will like cluster computing also type about store about like works like grid computing. Grid computing also like as cluster computing, but it is difference about, between the cluster computings. Its architecture is very different as compared to cluster computing, and it is very complex. It is like virtual view, like grid computing, but the cluster computing is uh, 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 present view about to connect it with each other. The need of computer cluster computing. In today's section, we have we used Facebook and like all other data, which is very big, and in one computer machine that cannot be handled the servers. So that's why the cluster is using cluster computing. We can get the more great database or connectivity or the space to give the more simplicity. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, nice one. Yes, anyone having the question? Yeah, Namdev. There is a question of Namdev, that is, what is the latest computing technology used? What is the latest computing technology used? Namdev Boine is asking the question that what is the latest computing technology
Now
used?
the cluster computing, now the weather cloud like Amazon cloud आहे, पुन्हा Google cloud आहे, हे सध्या आपण यूज करतो to store the data. And in cluster computing now, high performance clusters type is used.
Okay. Yes, anyone? Anyone? Other one? Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. छान दिला सेमिनार. पीपीटी का बनवला नाहीस पण?
मॅडम लॅपटॉप मध्ये होतं ते लॅपटॉप बंद पडले मॅम.
असं झालं का? ओके, ठीक आहे, ठीक आहे.
सध्या मोबाईल मध्ये ते चालू होणार झालं.
ठीक आहे. नामदेवचा काही क्वेश्चन दिसतोय अजून. फॉग क्लस्टर. ही इज टेलिंग यू दॅट लेटेस्ट व्हर्जन लाईक फॉग क्लस्टर. ओके.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
There are many
Aditya,
types
now
of
you stop.
cluster computing.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Nice one. Next, who is next? Rutuja, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya, invite Rutuja. What is topic of your